Alt-R. This meeting is being recorded. Task switching. PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility summer camp 2025. Slide 1 dash accessibility. Heading level 1 accessibility.
Hello. Thank you for the opportunity to have a presentation with Accessibility Summer Camp 2025. My name is Rachel Benaventura. Um, I'm a student. I'm a master's student of special education in concentration of adaptive curriculum from
Slide 2 dash about the present. Presenter.
Old Dominion University, Norfolk,
Slide 2 dash.
Virginia. And I'm also currently a graduate student, or I'm a graduate assistant in our department in that said school, Old Dominion University, Norfolk, Virginia, where I'm helping out to research materials related to special education studies. And aside from that, I'm also have a visual impairment since I was 5 due to weak optic nerves. And so since then I rely on using Braille and assistive technology of computers and mobile phones. So I would be able to continue my studies and be an independent adult in everyday life. So today I was about to talk about
Slide 2 dash about the presenter.
um, Picture Smart and Optical Character Recognition Software, or OCR, which can resolve the visual barriers of the students with visual impairments in the educational accessibility. So that is my
Slide 3 dash session
presentation
agenda.
topic.
Slide
So
3 dash session agenda.
as an agenda for my session agenda, I will be able to discuss the uses, significance, and the new features of the JAWS screen reader, which involves the Picture Smart and optical character recognition utilities. And I would also demonstrate various examples in which these utilities can be used to the computer. So I'm not affiliated with any manufacturer of the screen readers, in particularly JAWS. I just I'd just like to share my experiences using this particular screen reader, as well as the use of NVDA and other keyboard or mobile phone screen reader. So keyboard commands are being used to execute these specialized functionalities. In addition to that, Picture Smart and optical character recognition, which is the main topic of this presentation, can also be applied in different computer applications such as web pages, YouTube, Zoom, and MS Teams that are very useful in talking or communicating in school and other workplaces, especially in the online platform. These are very, very helpful for us persons with visual impairment. Okay,
Slide 3 dash.
so for
Slide 4
the
dash dash.
objectives, okay.
Slide 4 dash objectives.
I'm sorry for the being talkative of my JAWS. So it is my screen reader that I always use during my presentation and my school requirements to comply all of the requirements that I need to be more productive in everyday requirements. So objective number 1, the viewers of my presentation can get information about JAWS screen reader as a screen reader and its additional utilities called Picture Smart and optical character recognition utilities, as well as its advantages, uses, and functionality. Next, the educators will also enhance their knowledge about screen reader functionalities so that they would be able to assist students with disabilities with their accessibility needs in the classroom. Next, students with disabilities can also enhance their accessibility skills, develop their educational and social participation. Next, students with visual impairments will also uplift their self-confidence and independence and boost their motivation to fully equip themselves to become successful in life. Lastly, but not the least, most of you, my audience, would also be able to advocate and pitch out this information to others to promote equal access for people with disabilities in the digital world. All right. So those are
Slide 4
some
dash objectives.
objectives of
Slide
my
5 dash social and educational.
presentation.
Slide 5 dash social and educational
So
barriers of individuals with visual impairments.
as far as you know, of course, we have as a person with visual impairment, we have social and educational barriers that we might encounter in everyday activities. So first, visual aspects of the photos and videos on the computer and mobile phones. Next is difficulty identifying colors, illustrations, and figures. So particularly in math, we weren't able to see the shapes, special for the kids. They weren't able to identify which is triangle shapes or which are the intersecting lines or angles. So some kind of hard at first because they weren't able to see how does it look like on pictures. So next thing is difficulty identifying facial expressions and actions in the videos. Yeah. So because there are many characters that portray different um, moods or reactions in the videos. We weren't able to identify that except for hearing their voices. But we weren't able to identify if they look angry, happy, or sad because of that difficulty identifying their facial expressions. We would persons with visual impairment wouldn't be able to read scanned documents and save screenshots with text. So that is one of my problems with my educational materials. If the materials given to me by my professor were scanned documents, so it would just only be written in PDF and it was not that accessible with the current screen reader, so it's some kind of hard to read those materials and those screenshots that have text. It's some kind of hard to read those particular pieces of documents. So it's some kind of have um social barriers or social problems in terms of education. All right. So next thing,
Slide 5 dash. Slide 6 dash assistive technology.
before I go to the main topic for today, I just like to introduce or to tell about something more about assistive technology before we dive into Picture Smart and um, OCR or optical character recognition software that are bundled with JAWS screen reader. As I always say, I'm not affiliated to any manufacturer or um, developer of those particular screen reader, but I am more comfortable using that as uh, um, comply with my education and work. So what is assistive technology then? So according to Individuals with Disability Education Act of or IDEA of 2004, which is the United States federal law, an assistive technology device is any item, piece of equipment, or product system, whether acquired commercially off the shelf or modified or customized, that is used to increase, maintain, or improve functional capabilities of a child with a disability. So that means that assistive technology really affects and improves the complete functioning of an individual with disability in the daily activities at home and in school. Even those who are not who are not having visual impairment, like students with ADHD or with who are considered nonverbal, they are relying to assistive technology. Um, there are some communication devices that help them communicate with their teachers, with their families. So they would be able to express their thoughts, their needs as at the best they can with the help of this assistive technology.
Slide 6 dash assist.
So
Slide 7 dash 7. 1121. Slide 7
next
dash
thing,
examples of assistive technology.
um, what are some examples of assistive technology devices for individuals with visual impairments? So, the most known is the computers and mobile phones that have screen readers. So, that is very in demand nowadays because most or everything has been transferred or converted to digital platform so that we'd be able to read contents, materials, writing notes in computers. So with the use of screen readers, we would be able to access that even though we have visual impairments. And we also use braille display. So we would be able to read um, books or articles with our hands because we can feel the tactile dots with our hands. We can recognize letters with symbols. And these devices can also be connected to computers. So we would be able to have an option to either read in Braille by our hands or listen to audio players or audio devices. So for those who are having low vision or still have function in vision, they could also use optical devices and screen magnifiers aside from the audio devices, so they can still have the option to read larger prints and at the same time braille materials. So they can still utilize the remaining vision or the remaining senses that they have. So other adaptive tools like talking calculator, these are very helpful in calculation. So um, students with visual impairments can calculate numbers using this talking calculator and talking scientific calculator. Tactile materials such as maps and graphs are also created or introduced to schools so that we would have the opportunity to identify or know what our maps or graphs mean. And the most important thing, we are also using white canes and talking GPS for navigating the environment independently. So we would be able to walk and explore our environment through the use of the assistive white canes or adaptive tools to move around the surroundings. So for individuals with visual impairments, these tools and devices will help us perform daily tasks, access information, and participate in education, work, and social activities independently. These assistive tools also really play an important role in creating an inclusive and equitable learning environment for students with visual impairments. All right.
Slide 7 dash examples of assistive.
So one more thing
Slide 8 dash what is it?
before we go deeper to Picture Smart
Slide 8 dash
and
what is a screen reader?
OCR. So, and it was attached to this main topic of our presentation today. So we would like to discuss what is a screen reader specifically. So a screen reader is a software that reads aloud the text displayed on the computer screen or smartphone. So some examples of that includes JAWS, job access with speech, manufactured by Freedom Scientific, NVDA. It also has the same functionality, but it is a freeware software. TalkBack and VoiceOver, however, are used in mobile phones. So it also has audio or speech output um, capabilities that we can use to read the text on what are written on the screen. So these screen readers are vital assistive technology for individuals with visual impairments because most of the educational materials are in digital platforms nowadays. So through the capabilities of a screen reader, students with visual impairments can have equal access to most of the printed materials in school, and they would also be able to perform similar tasks as individuals without disabilities can do. Yeah, so screen reader are
Would be able to perform
very helpful for us visual impaired individuals because we would be able to do what other sighted people could do in terms of digital network in phone, in computer, and anything under the sun. So we have equal opportunity or equal access to navigate the world, the advancement of technology.
Slide 9 dash slide. Slide 9 dash features of screen readers left parent specifically jaw right
So
parent.
what are the features of screen reader, by the way, specifically for as a JAWS user like me?
11:28 a.m.
So first is the text to speech. So it's converts, as far as I talked about earlier, it converts on screen's text um, into spoken words, allowing users to have read the content on the screen. And then in keyboard navigation, instead of using the mouse as you always use, we always use the keyboards and specific commands to execute certain tasks in the computer. So Braille display compatibility. Some screen readers can be used with Braille display, providing tactile output for reading and writing. So this is the one that I use uh, at this point in time while presenting to you. I connect my um, Braille display to my computer, so it would be easier for me to see what slides am I in or what topics what slides are being focused on. So it is very helpful for me though. So next thing is customizable speech settings. So the users can already adjust speech rate, pitch, volume, and voice to suit preference, your own preference. So you have the option so that you would be able to easily understand what is written on the screen. So you have the choice to change voices or to change the volume, the speech, and the rate of the voices you have chosen. So another thing, the screen reader also support different multiple languages. Except for English, it has other language options or choices like Chinese, Danish, Spanish. So there's a lot of there outside. So it depends on your um accessibility needs. And then screen review. So one more thing, it allows users to review previously spoken text or navigate through different parts of the screen. So you have an option to move along, like the arrows, you can use left arrow, right arrow to go back from previous and go next to read the next content of the screen, of the content of the screen. So you can also check the spelling of the words that have been spoken on your computer. So different application compatibility. So screen reader are also designed to work with a variety of software applications and operating systems. So it depends on your needs. You can use the screen reader in Google Drive. You can use that in Microsoft Office. You can use that in different web browsing tools like Google Chrome, Safari, and a lot of more. So web that is also can be used with web accessibility features. So the screen reader can interpret web page elements such as headings, links, and images, making websites accessible to visually impaired users. So you have the option to use keyboard commands to go on different headings, links, so that it wouldn't be hard for you to go along with the page that are being displayed on your end.
Slide 10 dash benefits of.
Okay,
Slide 10 dash
so
benefits of screen readers.
benefits of screen readers. To first, independence, of course. So screen readers empower students to access educational materials and online resources independently without relying on sighted assistance. So you can do your own reading, you can do your own researches by yourself. You don't need to wait for somebody to do it for you. You have the option to choose which topics you would like to read or you would like to write on. So next is equal access. So they have the equal access to information, like allowing visually impaired students to participate fully in classroom activities and complete assignments. So nowadays, everything is on the computer, so we would be able to answer the questions in our assignments by ourselves, and we can check our notes and read them before doing our own assignments and the teacher's instructions or given notes to us, reminders, so we would be able to access that at our own pace. It also improves literacy. By hearing text read aloud, students can improve their comprehension, vocabulary, and spelling skills. So yeah, that is very helpful for me as my own experience. I would be able to check the correct spelling of the word that are not familiar with me. So I would be able to how use that word um, correctly in the sentences. So I have the option for that. So it's really enhanced learning. So screen readers really helpful and enable students to engage with a wider range of learning materials, including digital textbook, online articles, and multiple contents. So it really and most especially to also increase confidence and self-esteem. So if you have the enough knowledge and learning with this studying the use of the screen reader and doing your tasks independently, so it will boost your confidence and self-esteem because you have um the time to do everything despite of the disability or visual vision loss that you have. So you can empower or uplift yourself to be more independent and to be more productive.
Slide 10 dash benefits of Slide 11 dash uses of computers.
Okay, so yes, so for the next is the uses of computer with screen readers. So reading digital textbooks, yeah, as far as I
Heading
discussed
level 1 list of 5
earlier.
items. Bullet reading digital. Bullet web browsing.
Web browsing, yeah, it's
Bullet
true.
writing and editing.
Writing and editing, we can write and we can take down notes. We can read whatever we have written. We can correct it as needed.
Bullet using software applications like MS-Word, spreadsheets, and
Yeah,
presentation software.
yeah, those words.
Bullet communication tools.
Communication
List end.
tools.
List end.
So we would be able to send
Slide 12 dash
messages,
picture
send
12.
emails to other people. We can talk to our friends, even they are located in different parts of the world.
Slide 12 dash picture smart AI left.
Yeah. So now we're about to go to the main topic of our discussion today, which is the picture smart. So, all right. So picture smart.
Heading level 1 slide 12 dash picture smart AI left parent 1137
Okay. So what is picture smart AI as a JAWS utility feature? So Picture Smart AI is one of the features of JAWS screen reader software designed to provide descriptions of images to individuals with visual impairments. It leverages optical character recognition or OCR and image analysis technology to describe and verbalize the contents of a picture. So Picture Smart AI can now describe inaccessible images and diagrams efficiently. This features allows you to submit a photo to be analyzed and then display a description of that picture in the JAWS results viewer window. So this revolutionary update that has happened originally way back in 2019, it integrates with latest artificial intelligence or AI technology from services like GPT from OpenAI and include from the Anthropic to offer a whole new level of accessibility to graphical information. So Picture Smart is now advanced, and so there are many features coming up in the coming days as the technologies keeps on improving and developing. So once a submitted image finishes processing, Picture Smart AI displays a short description by default. So yeah, that is the main results of that. So to display more information or depth information, you have the option to select the Get More Details link near the bottom of the results viewer. You can also add shift to a Picture Smart command to immediately display the more detailed description. Like for example, insert space bar plus P, that is the main key command for that, and then Shift F, where information might offer details such as the number of people in the photo, including how they look and what activities they may be performing. Recognizable landmarks, landscape details such as the color of the sky, grass, or trees, the layout of the information in a visual chart or slide, and much more. So this is very useful. So the Picture Smart facility is very useful because it will give you the description of how the picture look like, or how the content is being portrayed by the use of the eyes of the sighted people. So you would already know how does it come on the screen. So any text in the Picture Smart as writing on such as writing on a sign or piece of clothing may also be provided in the description. So you would be also able to see what is on the print of your t-shirt, of your dress. So you have the option for that.
Slide 12 dash.
Okay.
Slide 13 dash how to ask.
So as far as I go along, so how you would be able to ask more details about the picture. So at first, it will only give you few details, but you want to get more details about that picture, so to make it more concise and precise on your end. So Picture Smart AI also has the ability to send follow-up prompts or questions in order to get additional information about a picture that may not have been covered in the initial description. So once you have performed a Picture Smart AI command, such as insert, spacebar, and P and F, and then the description is displayed in the results viewer. So you have the option to press enter on the Ask Questions about this image link near the bottom of the window. You would also have the choice to or option to get more details as part of the command to view detailed descriptions from both AI services. Then the link is called Ask ChatGPT questions about this image. So after that, selecting the link to ask questions, you are immediately placed in an edit box where you can type the prompt and press enter. So that's how you could get information on that. So you would have more options like asking colors. So I'm gonna show you how that goes, or how could you utilize the usage of Picture Smart. Okay, so let me share. Let me share to
Screen sharing meeting
you
controls. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Stop share left parent alt plus S right parent button. To activate, press space bar.
file.
Alt Shift S. Layouts and options are shown. Select the window or an application that you want to share. Hide layouts and options expanded button. To activate, press space. Screens tab selected. To switch page. Documents tab. To switch pages. Screens tab selected. Hold
Okay.
control to select multiple windows. Close tip button. Hold control to select multiple windows. Close tip.
Hold on.
PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility summer camp 2025 dash Rochelle Buenaventura.pptx. Presentation dash file explorer. Presentation dash Hello for social behaviors. Meal dining with 4 people.png. Checked 3 of 6. Practicum verification for meal dine enter. Photos. Meal dining with 4 people.png. Presentation dash file explorer. To move to an item. Screen sharing meeting controls. Stop share left parent alt plus S right parent mute. Currently unmuted. Audio settings button drop down. Mute. Stop share left. Dock to bottom button to activate. More button drop down.
Okay.
Context menu to navigate. Press transcript. Pause slash stop recording submenu. Escape. Blank. Dock to bottom button. Stop share left. Expand screen share preview. Mute. Currently unmuted. Audio settings. Stop video left parent alt plus V right parent button. Alt shift S. Stop video left parent video settings button drop down. Open participants panel. More options for participants button. Chat left parent alt. More options for chat button drop down. New share left parent alt plus shift plus S right parent button space. Layouts and options are shown. Select PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility summer camp 2025 dash Rochelle Buenaventura.pptx. PowerPoint slideshow. Maximize layouts window, but choose a layout. Group and share sound. Select this option if you want others to hear sounds coming from your computer as well as see your shared screen. Checkbox checked. S. Select sharing sound mode button menu. Optimize for video sharing. Optimize for video sharing. Learn more button. Share PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility. Hide layouts and options expanded button. Share PowerPoint. Optimize for video sharing. Learn more button. Optimize for video. Select sharing sound mode button menu. Share sound. Select this up. Choose a layout. Group and content only one dash. Maximize layouts window, but PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility summer. Entire
Okay.
screen sharing options list box. Use arrow keys. Screen share your entire screen.
Entire
Screen share
screen.
application window sharing options list box. Use arrow keys to select meal dining with 4 people.png.
Okay. Here.
Accessibility summer camp. Meal dining with maximize layouts with
Alright.
choose a layout. Group and content only. Share sound. Select this option if select sharing sound mode button menu. Optimize for video sharing. Optimize for the select sharing sound mode button menu. Share sound. Select this option if you want others to hear sounds coming from your computer as well as see your shared screen. Checkbox checked. S. Select optimize for video sharing. Optimize for the best video sharing experience. Optimize for video share meal dining with 4 people.png button. S.
Okay. So
Enter.
here.
Leaving menus. Meal dining with 4 people.png. Not checked. Edit button collapsed. 1 of 6. To activate, press space bar. Edit button collapsed. 1 of 6. Meal dining with 4 people.png.
So I shared to you. Hope you could
11:46
see.
a.m. Meal dining with 4 people.png.
So this is a picture which has PNG file type. So I will press insert space and then there's a clicking sound. P
Picture smart.
and then P it says picture smart and then I will press W or either
Picture
F.
smart failed to start. To describe the file, you must open Windows Explorer and select the file. Space.
Okay, so I'll
P.
repeat
Picture smart.
W.
Picture smart is in progress.
Okay, it is progress. So you would hear a beeping sound or popping sound.
The image is an illustration of 6 people sitting around the dining table engaged in a meal. The group includes adults and children. The table is set with.
Yeah, so that is the
The image is an
description.
dishes, salads, and glasses of red wine. The family appears cheerful and are actively serving and enjoying the food together, creating a warm, communal atmosphere. Link ask questions about this image.
So you could ask that. You could go on that
Link
link
get more details.
or get more details. So let us try to
Enter.
get more
Meal dining with 4
details.
people.png. Not checked. Edit button collapsed. 1 of 6. To activate, press space bar. Picture smart is in progress.
Okay.
Picture smart results. Heading level 2 chat GPT.
So for that,
The image is an illustration of a family dining together at a table.
Okay.
There are 7 people depicted with different hair colors and styles, suggesting a mix of adults and children. The
cool.
family is
So
seated around the
it has
rectangular table,
many,
enjoying what with a turkey roast, a salad bowl, and a dish of pasta or vegetables. There are
so-
drinks and glasses with some looking like red wine and others resembling.
yeah, so you could hear with
Juice.
my draws
The background has a simple striped
what
pattern,
it
lightly representing
says.
colors. The family members appear to be engaged in conversation and enjoying each other's company.
So you could also copy that on a different file. So you would have the option if you want to insert that to your presentation or to other documents.
Heading level 2 quad.
So,
This is an illustration of a family meal or dinner
yeah.
gathering. The image shows 6 people seated around the dining table. What appears to be a mix of adults
So you would only need to go on your
and
arrows.
children. The table is set with
So
several.
you would read
This is
all
an and
the
children. The table is set
details.
with several blue serving bowls containing different dishes, plates, and glasses of what looks like red wine for the adults, and soft drinks for the children. The color
Yeah.
scheme is vibrant, with the people wearing different colored clothing, pink, purple, blue, etc. The background shows vertical striped wallpaper or curtains in light blue and white. The scene depicts a casual, comfortable family dining experience with everyone engaged in serving or
Awesome.
eating food. There are various dishes on the table that appear to include some meat dishes and possibly salads or vegetables in the serving bowls. The illustration style is simple and cartoon-like, with clean lines and solid colors, making it easy to understand the warm, familial atmosphere being portrayed. The overall mood of the illustration suggests a happy, shared mealtime experience with family members of different generations. A meal. Link ask ChatGPT questions about this image.
Yeah, so we
Link give
could
feedback about this feature.
also
Link ask
click
ChatGPT. Enter.
this one
Type a question, colon,
to
edit, type
have
in
a
text.
question. So how many, for example, I'm gonna type
H
how
O space M A N Y
many
space E E O P L E space A R E
there
A E R E space I N
on
space
the
N I O S
on
T A E
that
space T A
table.
L E.
Let me
Question.
see if
Enter. How many people are there on the table? There are 7 people at the table.
okay, there are 7 people. So that is one example of
Edit.
that. All right.
Escape. Edit
So
button.
hope
Collapse. 1 of
it could be helpful
meal dining
for
with 4
you.
people.png.
All right. So
Alt F4. Presentation. PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility.
that
Heading level
is
1. Bullet press letter C and dash describes any currently selected control. For instance, if focus.
yeah. So that is there are different letters associated with that. So you would be able to have the option where you could use for PowerPoint. So if it was if someone is presenting while you are listening to the Zoom meeting, you would be able to use insert space P and then W. You would be able to see the screen, so it will help you to see the content. Some of that is any form of like JPEG, PNG. You would be able to use that feature of JAWS. So you would be able to have the description or the idea how the picture look like. All right, so now let's go on for the next slide.
Slide 15 dash. Slide 16 dash picture smart demonstration.
So what are the benefits?
Heading level 1
Yeah,
picture
so
person and kid sitting at a table graphic. Graphic.
so that
AI
is
dash generated content may be incorrect.
fluid
Group of people eating at a
some
table.
AI. So that is the
Slide 17
power
dash
of
dash.
the AI.
Slide 17 dash picture smart benefits and uses.
So benefits of smart picture smart AI as for the person with visual impairment. So it really increase accessibility. So Picture Smart makes visual content accessible to blind users and low vision users, which allows them to understand images. So as far as I give you the example, you would know, you would have the picture how a thing is portrayed on a particular picture. You would know what are on their backgrounds or how many people are there in, what they are wearing, so what food they are eating. So there are some examples of that. So another benefit is that it enhances comprehension. So Picture Smart helps users understand the content and meaning of images written within the web pages, documents, and other applications. So in addition to that, you would also see the image if for example in the canvas, if your teacher had some encouraging notes that are presented in screenshots, you could also use that feature of Picture Smart. You would only have to look out on the keyboard commands that are presented on the previous slide, like insert space P and W for the web pages. So you would have the same results as you go along. You would have the option for any file on your computer. So you would have enough knowledge of how describing things up. So it's not that hard for you uh to get those information, and you would also have the option to copy those things on a separate document. So the Picture Smart also improve users experience. So Picture Smart contributes to a um richer and more complete user experience by filling in the gaps left by inadequate alt text. So it will help you more knowledgeable or in terms of describing things up. And then versatility. So it can be also used with a variety of image formats. Yeah, as far as I told you earlier, it can be used in text, such as web browsing, document reading, and even with images on the user's computer. So you have many options for that.
List end. Bullet can be used to have no descriptive alt. Bullet can describe images.
Okay, so next
Slide 18
thing,
dash optical character optic.
let's
Slide
go
18 dash.
about the optical character recognition.
11:59 a.m.
Okay, so for the optical character recognition, another feature of JAWS, which is very helpful on my end because I would, in this technology, OCR or optical character recognition, a technology that converts images of text into machine readable text. This can be a great help for people with visual impairments as it allows them to read information necessary for their school requirements. So it is helpful to access printed materials. So the OCR can be used to convert printed newspapers, books, magazines, and other documents into digital text that can be read aloud by a screen reader. So some examples are of that, but the examples stated here, the Be My Eyes, the KNFP reader, those are part of the mobile phone that I wasn't able to present it
Heading
to you
OCR or
right
optical
now
character.
because I'm not sure if it was visible on my
Visual with benefit
end
list of
if
1 items.
I would present it to you,
Bullet
but
access to printed materials
you
dash dash
have
OCR can be used
the
to convert.
idea of how this OCR works with the help of the AI
Biased list N.
technology.
Slide
Okay,
19 dash
so
optical character recognition left parent OCR right parent content. Heading level 1 optical. Slide 19 dash
optical,
optical. Heading level 1 optical character recognition left parent OCR right parent content.
okay.
Mobile phones apps include colon. List of free items. Bullet Be My Eyes colon is that can
Yeah,
describe.
that
Bullet voice
is the
stream. Bullet KNFP
BMS,
reader colon. Bullet voice stream reader colon.
voice
Bullet KNF list
stream.
N.
Yeah,
List N.
those are very helpful for the reading
Slide 20 dash
text
additional
of
information about
PDF
about.
files in your mobile
Slide 20 dash
phones.
additional information about OCR. Slide 20 dash additional heading level 1 additional information about OCR.
So in OCR, you would be able to convert that in MS Word as well. So additional information about the OCR is that optical OCR can have been enhanced as time goes by to facilitate, I'm sorry, to facilitate its ability to send the recognized text to Word documents. So you would be able to convert that into MS Word, which it helps the users access photos containing text that are part of that picture and should the data in that results viewer. So this involves on-screen images like the screenshot, like the graphical setup screen for an application, and inaccessible PDF opened in a readable and recently chosen image file in Windows Explorer, or a document retrieved by a on a flatbed scan or the Pearl camera. I'm sorry. So if users installed the Microsoft Office on the system, they would be able to execute the new command insert space bar and O followed by R to perform OCR on that said image file and the file explorer on the desktop and put the recognized text into a Word document directly. And yeah, so that is very helpful for the PDF files that are screenshots or scanned from the book, from the printed book. So you would be able to use the insert space O. So for the picture smart, insert space P, but for the OCR, you would be able to use insert space O with corresponding letters at the end. So it's either D for if you are on the PDF, or C if you are on the other applications, or B if you are using OCR at the background facility of the computer system. All right, so I can try, but for that,
Slide 20 dash
okay, hold on.
12:04 p.m. Heading level 1 additional information. The OCR
Let me try to demonstrate with you the examples of
task switching, screen sharing meeting controls to move to an item. Press accessibility summer camp 2025 dash Rochelle Wing of Ventura.ppt presentation dash file explorer. Items
for
view mode. Heller
that.
for social behaviors.pdf. Meal dining with
Okay.
4. Heller for social behaviors.pdf. Enter. Heller for social behaviors.pdf
So
dash
let
alert
me
colon
try to show you how
presentation
does
dash
it
file
look
explorer to move
like.
to an item. Press the arrow. PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility. Screen sharing meeting controls. New share left parent alt plus shift plus share option button drop down. New share left parent alt space. Layouts and options are
Okay.
shown. Select the window or an application that you want to share. Hide layouts and options. Hide layouts and up. Screens tab selected. To switch Documents tab. Screens tab. Hold control to select multiple windows. Close. Hold control to select entire screen sharing options list box. Use arrow key. Screen share your entire screen. Application window sharing options list box. Hello for social behaviors.pdf. Enter.
Okay, here.
App page view. Hello for social behaviors.pdf.
Okay, hold on.
Screen sharing meeting
And
controls to move to an item. Press Hello for social behaviors.pdf dash Adobe Acrobat. Task switching. Screen sharing meeting controls to move to an item. Share option button drop down. New share left parent alt plus shift plus S. Share option button. New share left parent alt. Share option button drop down. Context menu to navigate. Press advanced sharing options. This one participant can share at a time. Escape. New share left parent alt plus space. Layouts and options are shown. Select a window or an application. Hide layouts and options expanded button. Screens tab selected. S. Documents tab. Screens. Hold control to select multiple windows. Close. Hold control. Entire screen sharing up. Screen share your entire screen. Screen share your entire application window sharing options list box. Use arrow keys to select. Hello for social behavior. Accessibility summer camp. Hello for social. Maximize layouts. Choose a layout. Grouping con. Share sound. Select this option if you want others to hear sounds coming from your computer as well as see your shared screen. Checkbox checked. Select sharing sound mode button menu. Optimize for video sharing. Optimize for the best. Optimize for video sharing. Learn more. Share hello for social behaviors.pdf space leaving menus. New share left parent alt plus shift plus S right parent button to activate. Press space bar.
all right, so
New share left parent alt plus shift plus S right parent button. Share option button drop down. New share left parent alt plus shift plus S right parent button to act. Hello for social behaviors.pdf alert colon empty page.
so when so
Alert colon empty.
it
Alert colon.
only says blank on my end.
Alert colon empty page.
Yeah, because it is scanned.
Alert colon empty page. Alert colon empty page.
So I will use insert space O
OCR.
and then press D.
Started.
So it will start converting for OCR. So just wait for it to be finished. The JAWS will tell us if it's finished already. All right. Okay. It's just that if you would hear tapping sound.
Finished.
Okay, so
E-R. E-R. E-R psychosocial and environmental factors affecting. There are 7 different psychosocial and behavior and performance competence. Left parent, right parent, physical and technological and drive motivation.
So at the end of that
extent is-
file, if we press control page
Same page link open in Word dot dot. Same page link open in Word
there's
dot dot.
MS
IE. Same
Word
page link open in Word
that
dot
you
dot.
could convert on.
IE. Same page link open in Word dot dot. Enter. Open in Word dot dot dot. Same page link to activate. Press
Will be
enter.
converted to MS Word. So that is helpful, right? So we would be able to read
E.docs-word. Print edit.
screenshots or scanned files.
E-R. Out of tape affecting behavior and performance.
Okay, so that's
Alt F4.
what it is.
Hello for social.
So let's
Hello for
go
social
back. So
Same page link.
hope you could
Hello
learn
for social.
something
Same
about
page link.
that OCR and Picture Smart. And
Hello for social behaviors dash OCR. Same page.
before we
E-R.
end this presentation,
Hello for social behaviors dash Alt
I
F4.
will
Hello for
tell
social
you
behaviors.
some more about
Hello for social. Hello for social behaviors.pdf dash Adobe Acrobat Reader alert colon empty page. Alt F4.
limitations of
Hello for social. Screen share. Press F6 to switch between open Zoom windows. Screen sharing meeting controls. Share preview WMD. Screen sharing meeting controls. New share left parent alt plus shift plus S right parent button. Screen sharing meeting controls. Task switching. PowerPoint slideshow dash accessibility summer camp 20. Slide 20 dash addition heading level 1 additional information about OCR.
So before we end
slide 21 dash additional information.
So even screen reader particularly the OCR and the Picture Smart AI give us more benefits. It still have some limitations that we should have to consider in terms of accuracy. So if it's a very complex picture, it's sometimes not accurate or giving enough information. So it's some kind of hard for us to know the whole thing, but at least we have the option to get fewer information, and we would be able to save that on our Word document. So we wouldn't able to ask our friends, colleagues, classmates to describe things up every now and then. And then
heading level 1 additional information about if the users installed the Microsoft Office on the system, they would be able to execute the new command insert plus. Slide 21 dash additional information about OCR content.
Okay, so
slide 22 dash keyboard command to use OCR with JAWS. Heading level 1.
Yeah, this I'm sorry.
Slide 23 dash limitations of pictures. Heading level accuracy colon the image. Simple images context colon picture smart and optical can lead to incomplete or inaccurate picture. Smart AI is a beneficial utility of JAWS, but it should not be considered a replacement for good alt text. Alt text is written by a human and offers
Correct.
a more precise, clear, and contextual description of the photos.
Yeah, that's
Picture Smart AI is only used when alt text.
So
slide 24 dash thoughts. Heading level 1 thoughts.
Some of my final thoughts before I end this presentation. Hope you could learn, and if you would have some questions about this later on, don't hesitate to email me or shoot us a message from Accessibility Summer Camp. And thank you for the opportunity to be part of this event that will benefit most of us or most of the educators, students, and other viewers that are very interested to improve the accessibility um, abilities or accessibility improvements to cater the needs of persons with disability, not only for for students or individuals with visual impairments, but to those others who are experiencing other disabilities as well. So for some thoughts about the discussion for today, so accessibility and the advancement of the technology are truly beneficial to individuals with visual impairments. This will empower their independence, social and educational involvement, and boost their self-esteem and motivation. So this is very,
Slide
very
24 dash thoughts. Heading level reveal data
helpful
still.
for us because it will, with equal access to technology, individuals with visual impairments can reduce the barriers in social inclusion. And though limitations are still there, we cannot avoid some insufficient knowledge or skills, but technologies keeps on evolving and developing. So these are limitations still there or still visible. We can still enhance our knowledge, increase full participation in education, and most especially improve self-confidence and independence to live a normal life. And lastly, to remember, technology is a continuous growing, is continuously growing. So let's keep in our mind, keep on learning, and adapt ourselves by minimizing the barriers or hindrances and limitations that we might come across every day. So thank you for this opportunity. Um, hope you had a
Slide 25 dash
wonderful
thank you. Email
time
traffic. Heading level 1 thank you. If you
listening
have any
or
questions and concerns, please don't hesitate to email me at colonrochelle.killers@gmail.com.
viewing my presentation. So thank you and have a great day.
Screen sharing meeting controls. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. New share left arrow.